now. Take a step outside and seize the day.
What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to P&Q, the question and answer series, where you get to ask me whatever you want, or just put comments to me, then I'll respond to you the following month, because this is a monthly series. And I've had a few. You can do this one of several ways, actually. The most common way is to leave comments on the video, underneath the video below in the comment section. Always good. Or you can email me, or you can just put comments on other videos as well. And sometimes I pick those up as well. And I've picked one up in this episode for you. I've got a few emails actually this time, and I might leave those till last actually. And I've got one comment that I picked up on one of my new intro videos. It was actually my new intro 10, and of course I'm doing those videos. You know what I'm doing with those. I'm just highlighting 3 of my playlists, getting to the end, and then I will repeat, possibly improve as I go round again. The next round, hopefully polish them up and might redo some of them, or maybe even all of them, who knows. And yes, I'll try and keep it cool, relevant and up to date. Anyway, on with the show. Right, so start with the comment then that was left on my intro video. It comes from Who Took My Dice Miniature Wargaming. Hey Steve. He said on that video, he said, more cool content. I never got into the Marvel or DC tabletop games. They look cool though. Great stuff, Pete. Yes, they did. They were games I mentioned on that particular intro because that was one of the playlists that I highlighted. I loved that. I felt I kind of got burnt by night models with the Marvel thing, which is why I was so reluctant to do any more of the superhero stuff. I've still got all the models though, and I've got the rules, so you know, maybe in the future we could dig those out and have a little bit of a skirmish, who knows. I was particularly into the Batman game, and I got a lot of terrain for that, so it would be easy enough to do. And I've even got a really cool, like a little 4x4 tabletop mat that I can use for those types of games. So yeah, that was kind of cool. The Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is the latest one, it's just I'm not financially well off enough to be able to get that sort of thing, you know, take the risk that it could happen again. It's just one of those things, but it does look cool though. Okay, hope that answered your question or responded to your comment. That's more like it. Let's get on with it. The next question. So comment from last month's video from Who Took My Dice. It says, hello Pete, thanks for your thoughts on my building a tyrannic war veterans army. I will be getting that soon. Great answers. My question, what out of production, defunct or cancelled war game would you like to see come back? I would say not so much a war game. Do you remember the old Space Hulk? They had expansions. They had like a Tyranid. I forget what it was called. It was like some sort of Tyranid invasion expansion for Space Hulk. I wish they'd bring that back. So I wish they'd do more expansions for Space Hulk, because I love Space Hulk. It's just, you know, once you've played through all the missions and that, it's just very samey, you know, like we could do with some new life breathed into it, as it were. I absolutely love Space Hulk. I can't emphasize that enough. Just wish there was more in the way of expansions. But that expansion that I spoke of was just so cool, and it looks amazing. I'd love to have had the game in those times and been around for it. War game though, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, you know, Steve. I really can't. I mean, we've got Necromunda. It's not exactly the same as it used to be by all accounts. I don't speak from experience, so, you know, that's such a good question though. See, I only really got into wargaming, you know, what was it now, 6 years ago, or however long it is, with Warhammer 40k. So yes, and I've experienced a few war games over those years, different types, so I can't really think of anything else. I have to go back to that Space Hulk expansion. It's a great question though. Well, I'll keep that page to one side. All right, next we have Wizard Wargaming. He says, great show, mate. If you could go back in time, what essential hobby tip would you give your younger self? Well, you can't use plastic glue instead of super glue. Doesn't work on metal models. Seriously, that's what I would say to my younger self, because I got a bit frustrated, very frustrated actually, and it was just like water, which it would be, wouldn't it? And I didn't like super glue because it stuck my fingers together, but quickly learned that that was the only way you could glue your metal models together. Certain types of plastic, I mean, the whole resin thing was where it really, I found it odd, because I thought, new to the hobby, I thought resin was plastic, felt like plastic, you know, so why isn't plastic glue working on this piece of resin, because it feels like plastic, and it wasn't having any of it. So yeah, you understand my frustration there. So that's what I would say. Super glue for plastic and resin, and plastic cement for plastic models. There is a difference. That's what I would tell myself. Next is a basic miniature painting. Who says, wonderful questions and answers, Pete. A question: what do you think of the Mandalorian TV series? Have you seen it yet? Yes, I have. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely great. Magnifico. Yeah, boy. Yes, I loved it. Really good series. And yeah, I'm looking forward to series 2 when it comes out. Thank you so much for your question, Justin. Idic Beer 40k, Necrons and more. Let's all hear it. Necrons! Okay, he says, great answers, Pete. Have you seen Picard yet? What do you think? Personally, I really love it, except for the swearing. I hate that in it. It's just not Trek. Thoughts? Yeah, I love it. I've seen it. Love it. The swearing one, yeah, I know what you mean. It's just not Trek, because they never really swore on Star Trek. I mean, Picard would say the odd swear word in French now and again, so I suppose that was kind of hidden. I remember the first time he stood up from his captain's chair and said merde, which is obviously a swear word. French. So it was kind of hidden. I love it though. It's not Star Trek, no, it isn't, but I still love it. It's a great series, and you know, I think Patrick Stewart really is a really class actor, really world class, really good. Okay, on to William Kubi then, who says, well, yes, all true, in jars and cans. That would be the footlong sausages, maybe. And the post itself did see, I put my comment, heck, did remember what I asked. Oh, big thing first. So, big thing first. Very sorry you can't. Let's see what you do. Industrial espionage. Anyway, no. Yes, food store. Have to keep secrets like MI6 or James Bond. Yeah, I know what you mean. Joke, LOL. Yes, one day we'll have some and shake your hand, and I'll give you a jar of foot-long sausages. And yes, in the middle of all this, you pick that game, post on YouTube. That's you. And we'll see. Okay, next question. Which mini line do you like to use for Zombicide? The CMON minis that come with the games, they have their own miniature line. So I have thought about doing other miniatures and making stats for them. It's true. But at the moment, I'm just using the miniatures that are for the game itself, specifically Cool Mini or not, and they are really good models. Love them. Okay, so that's the comments, questions left from the last episode. How about some of those emails then? Classic. Right, first one says, hi Pete, I hope that you and your family are staying safe and well during the craziness that is currently going on in the world. Okay, so Zombicide question. What is your end goal of an ultimate Zombicide game vision? And then in brackets, original Zombicide. I have seen some of your playthroughs where you have adapted certain stuff and implemented certain house rules. Exactly how far can you go with a game like this? Well, I've often thought about this, and I have this dream about having a massive board, like a sort of like almost like, you know, 6x4 wargaming size board table, made two teams with wargaming area, you know, a difference between a sort of the table setup and a gaming mat that you can use as well, where teams can play against each other or not, and it's up to them. That's my kind of take on it. So big, I like big games in Zombicide. The small games are great for a little skirmishes and you know, quick tutorials and things like that. In fact, the tutorial in the Zombicide Invader core box set is perfect. It is a nice, small, bigger than the classic Zombicide, which was a little too short, I felt. But it's just the right size to get your teeth into some of the rules of the game, which are, you know, easy. So, and I have to say, once you have played Zombicide, then, well, this new edition at least is easy to pick up, so easy. Anyway, hope that answers your question. Alright, next email then says, mate, love your walking videos and the fact that you are using them to walk on a treadmill is genius. I may have to steal this, haha. Yeah, well, I stole it from the gym that my wife goes to. She said they have that, so it's got me thinking, I must do this. Good idea. And so yeah, so I use that now, and I'm going to be doing more of those to help my wife. And well, yeah, it's my wife's the main one that uses it. My daughter just listens to music when she's on the treadmill, but my wife really appreciates it. She likes to see the sunny day, the sunny weather while she's walking on a treadmill indoors. It's good because she can play that any weather. So yeah, and my last email, see, I never had so many emails, says, hello Pete, I hope that you and your family are doing okay during these COVID times. I love the way that you have been showing us the great outdoors when you go for a walk and one from your garden. I've actually got quite a few videos in my channel dotted about of my garden and in my garden, including my how I painted my Realm of Battle board was done in my garden. Anyway, he says, I feel this is vitally important to keep good vibes going. All the best and keep on lobbying. I think he meant hobbying. I'm not a lobbyist. LOL. Not a lobbyist. I'm a hobbyist. Anyway, there was one other question that I picked up. Can I find a comment now on and the video it was on? No. It's basically just someone saying, where do I get painted miniatures from? And I would say, you know, eBay is your friend, although you've got to be prepared to take a bit of a gamble. So yeah, but so if you're whoever, I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was a subscriber that put the comment down. If it was, I'm really sorry. Well, they may have emailed me and it went into my spam. No, it was definitely a comment because I pick up all the emails. I remember reading it. It was a comment on one of my videos, but I just cannot find it anywhere. Anyway, that's my answer. And yeah, so that's it. That's P&Q for this month. I hope you're all doing really well during this lockdown episode. This is the lockdown episode. Hats off, hats on. What's that got to do with being locked down? I don't know. Is it a sign I'm going crazy? I'm already crazy. I could be going crazier. Really? Yeah, really. No. Yes. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe, be well, be kind. Leave your comments and questions ready for the next one. I hope it's going to be good. I'll do my best. I need comments, questions to keep these going. And yeah, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, all that other YouTube goodness. Check out my Patreon. You can also one-off tip me via PayPal if you want to help. Just chuck me a tip. Here's my cap. Thank you so much, sir. See ya. Bye.